Welcome to Dr.Caos and to your very first C++ tutorial. Now I'm going to start from the basic, from the beginning. Now the thing is, I never explain the stuff in theory, It's going to be all programming, all practical. There's not going to be any theory. I'm going to give you definitions and all that, but don't expect too much theory in these tutorials. So starting with it, we write our C++ program in something called a compiler. Now, compiler is basically a program, a software which converts your C++ code into binary. Now, it converts into binary for a reason, obviously, because your computer can only process zeros and one, that being binary. So the computer can only understand binary, so you need to write your code in binary. But the thing is, it's not understandable by a human. It's going to be really difficult to write in your program. So that's why we write the program in programming languages like C++ and C, high-level language, and that language gets converted into binary using a compiler. So that's the main use of a compiler. Conversion of your particular language into binary. A high-level language into low-level language. Now since this is your first tutorial, you're going to find few stuff really tricky. Now I'm going to try my best to explain you these tutorials. Just bear with me in these, So this is your default code, I call this like a default code because this is something that you need to include in all your C++ programs. This is something really basic, something that you should include in all programs. So starting with the top, this is something called a header file. This is known as a header file because it's first of all included in the header, in the top of the program, and it contains some features. Now again, this is your very first tutorial and don't want to confuse you, so just let's leave that for a future tutorial, and this as well. Coming to the main point, main. This is a function. You don't know what's a function right now, but just bear with me in this. This is a function, and this particular function is called by operating system. So what I mean is, whatever code you type in over here would get executed by operating system. So the basic code that I'm going to explain you today is the cout. Cout is basically a statement, or let's say an operator, which is used to display a message on the screen. So you type in cout, and you type in these two operator. Now these two minus signs are known as the extraction operator. This is used to extract a particular data. It can be a message, a value, anything. In this case we're going to print a message. So cout, it's a keyword, extraction operator, and then you put in your quotation marks, and there's the semicolon. Now this is the basic syntax or format, if you will, of cout, which is used to display a particular value or a message. Now inside these quotation marks you type in your message. It can be absolutely anything. Let's say Yoda, big fan of Star Wars, going to run the program right here. It prints Yoda. Just avoid this stuff, this is not necessary. And you press enter and it would just end the program. So what we have done here, type in cout, extraction operator, quotation marks, semicolon, and inside the quotation mark we have written the code. Now if you don't include a semicolon, it would give you an error. If we come down over here, it says unexpected semicolon. You have to put a semicolon in your statements. It's something that is necessary. It is something that the compiler understands that your statement ends over here. Now again, you don't know what's a statement yet, but just understand this. You type in cout, your extraction operator, your quotation marks, and a semicolon, and inside the quotation marks you type in any message. It can be as long as you want. Yoda is a Jedi, with the spacing and all that stuff. I run the program, it would print exactly as it is, with the caps, with the spaces and everything. So this is basically the cout. This is the first thing that everybody learns in programming language. Now I'm going to try my best to explain you the rest of the tutorials. It's a little complicated if you don't know any programming language, but if you know any, like C or anything like that, this is going to be a really piece of cake. So bear with me, I'm going to try my best to explain you these tutorials. So anyway, this has been your channel Dr.Caos. I hope you like this video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much.